What's up? What's up? Happy Friday, world. It is time for Horsin Around presented by Stable Duel. And man, it is the last weekend until the big meet starts over at San Anita. This was the short meet for the year, the fall meet. So pretty much just getting the horses tuned up for the Breeders' Cup and Del Mar and things like that. And pretty much end of the year stuff, a lot of horses getting sold, all that good stuff. But from what I have here, from what I'm looking at right here, is I have a lot of really good races going on today as well too, and it got a lot of value plays for you guys as well. So let's go ahead and jump into race one. We're gonna go with a horse by the name of Grit and Curiosity. Grit and Curiosity, looking pretty good on the speed fix, 2-1 morning line, but right now, as we look into race one, that horse is sitting at 9-5. Actually, you get there was the horse wasn't getting the early action, but right now it is. This is going to be a claiming race on the turf as well too. So we got Grit and Curiosity here at 2-1, and then we have Fight On. Fight On was getting a lot of the attention earlier. Michael Maker is the trainer for this horse, and JJ Hernandez is going to be riding this horse. And then we have another really good horse in the group, Clayton Delaney. Clayton Delaney is going to be trained by Phil D'Amato, ridden by Gio Franco. And this horse does bring the value to the group. And then we have Tiz Hot and Dusty. Tiz Hot and Dusty is going to be trained by Eric Krujak, and it's going to be ridden by Kent DeSormo. This is an unusual heat gelding as well, too. So we'll see how it goes, see how it shakes out here in race one. But that's our group. 3-4-1-6 in a claimer, high claimer as well, 6.5 furlongs on the turf. All right, we move on to race two. We have Braun. Braun is going to be the 3-horse here in this spot. This horse is going to be trained by Bob Baffert and is owned by Bob Baffert's wife as well too, and also owned by owned by Bob Baffert's wife, and pretty much this horse is out of the Seattle Slew lineage as well too. Going to be written by Flavian Pratt. So we'll see how this goes. Then we got Scary Fast Smile, horse trained by Mark Black, going to be written by JJ Hernandez. And we also have a horse by the name of Doc Adams, who's going to be written by Diego Herrera and trained by Steve Maetti. So our group is going to be the 3-4-2 in race two. We only got 5 horses in that race. That's why I only listed 3 horses for the group. All right, so we move on to race three. In race three, we have Mongo Altai. Mongo Altai is probably in the one race that you will probably be able to get a price at today, like where it's guaranteed a price should be in the fold. 4-1 is a good number. Antonio Garcia is the trainer for this horse. Mario Gutierrez is going to be riding. I think that this horse will get some love to it because there's already some eyes on it as well too. The talking heads really like this horse as well too. But I think that this horse does stand out, and that's why I like to pick winners. It's not that I'm trying to follow the trend, but this horse is owned and trained by Antonio Garcia. Is going to be written by Mario Gutierrez. Now here goes some value for us. Ian Krujak has Irresistibly Sexy. And this horse is going to be 8-1, but will come down because a lot of people will like this horse once we get to the gate. Tyler Bays is going to be riding this horse as well too, so we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it shakes out, and we'll go from there. And then we have Mayhem and Chaos. Mayhem and Chaos is going to be a pretty good horse as well too. You have this horse is trained by Ron Ellis. Is going to be ridden by Jose Valdivia Jr. So this should be a pretty good work for this horse as well too. This horse is pretty is right on par with everybody in this race. So we'll see how this one shapes up, and hopefully we can go ahead and get ourselves in the right spot here and get ourselves a good trifecta, if anything. And then we have, last but not least, in the group here, we have Big Well, who's going to be in the one hole. This horse is going to be ridden by Flavian Pratt, trained by Ryan Hansen. So this will be another horse that does exude some very good vibes when it comes to possibly winning this race as well. So there you go in that spot right there, and that's going to be race 3 for us. And we move on to race 4. In race 4, we have a pretty formful group. I like Dream of Genie. This horse is going to be ridden by Victor Espinosa, trained by John Charisse. Has some pretty good figures as well too, and it's an American Feral filly, 3-year-old as well. And I think that this should work out. You know, this comes from a good family as well, and it's owned by very good ownership group in the Moss family as well too. So the horse got a big shot here. We'll see how it goes. And then we got Park Avenue, who's trained by none other than John Sadler, and is going to be ridden by Flavian Pratt. Big time favorite coming into this race. Ronus racing horse as well too. So you know this horse is going to get all the love when it gets to the gate. So look for this horse to be a big favorite, but I still think Dream of Genie is going to be a very tough out here for this big favorite. So that's why I favor this horse in our key horse spot. And then we also have a Nation is going to be trained by George Papagiamo and going to be ridden by TJ Pereira. Bernardini out of a Candy Ride lineage as well. So this is a pretty good horse, and things should work in its favor as well too. But we'll see how it goes though. This is a good group, the 2-1-4, and I think that we're on to something here with this group as well too. So yeah, that's what we're doing here in race 4, maiden special weight as well. So we'll see how this one goes. We'll see how it shakes out, but that's exactly what we're doing here. All right, now we move on to our next race, and that's going to be race 5. And race 5 is going to be another very formful race in a sense, but it's a wide open group too at the same time because there's nobody who's a double digit who has double digit odds. So when you see something like that, it tells you that this group is wide open, very open. And I'm going to go with the horse by the name of Last Renegade, who's 6-1, trained by Peter Urton as well, too. Going to be written by DVD, Drayton Van Dyke. So we'll see how this one goes. And I think that this will work out very well for us. I think this horse runs big and actually cashes out a nice ticket here to end the first half of the day at Santa Anita. Then you got Saul's Call, who's going to be trained by Steve Maietti and ridden by Kyle Frey. You know, this is a classic duo up at Golden Gate right here, and they're looking to go ahead and get a big win for this horse today. So, you know, pretty much Saul's Call. It's his race to lose, but I still think Last Renegade is going to figure out a way to, you know, kind of bring some value to this early pick 5 as well too. So that's why I like Last Renegade more. But Saul's Call is going to be a very tough out. We all know this, but you know the horse is going to be like a 1-2, 1-5. You don't really want that number in a race like this one. Then we have ourselves Mr. T's Thirsty in the last hole. Mr. T's Thirsty is 5-2 on the morning line, going to be trained by Walter Solis and ridden by Umberto Rispoli. And Rispoli brings a lot of desire to this horse because, you know, Umberto is the turf master. So I like the group that we have here in race 5, and I think that we can do some things here in race 5 with this group. So let's move on to the early pick 5. I'm going to go 1, 3, 4, 6 here in this spot. We're going to have the in leg 2, we're going to go with Bronze Circled. I think that this horse stands out big time, even though there is a 9-5 horse in the race with him. I think Bronze just stands out that much, and I think that will help us get the win. And you know what? I kind of want to spend a little bit more on races that are a little more wide open than this one. And so we have the 1, 6, 8, 11 in a race that I feel can be the money race for us in this early pick 5 if we can hit it. And then we have the 1 and the 2 very good horses in leg 4. And then we also have late the all bet. So literally this is a de facto pick 4. We hit the first 4. We don't have to worry about a thing in leg 5, but what our payout will be on the winner. So when we get to that point, we will really love for our 6-1 to come on in that group as well too. So we'll see how it goes, see how it shakes out. $80 investment there, and I really do like where we're going to with this one as well. And this is pretty much my thing is pretty much this is for the first half of the card. So when we get back, we're going to get through races 6 through 9, and then we'll go ahead and also talk about the late pick 4 as well too. So you guys stay tuned. This is Horsin' Around, presented by Stable Duel.
How you and your friends can compete in the sport of kings and win big with Stable Duel. Get the app, pick your horses, and get in on the thrill of horse racing with daily games competing against other players. Bring home the glory and the cash, and move up the annual leaderboard while you leave your competition in the dust. Get in the game with Stable Duel. Play, race, win.
Welcome back to Horsing Around, presented by Stable Duel. And I'm your host, the one and only Pop DBICB Primetime Capper. We're in the second half of the show right now, so we're going to go ahead and get into race 6. Race 6, we have a claiming race $24,000 purse, and we have a horse by the name of Perfect Ice Storm as our key horse in this spot. Perfect Ice Storm, to me, shows the best figs and shows some grit and determination as well too. Yes, we do have a very a trainer that we're not very familiar with in Mark Reinford, but we're very familiar with the jockey Kyle Frey, who's been doing very well at this meet, and looks like he's probably going to stick around a little bit here in Southern California. So we got Perfect Ice Storm here at 2-1. This should be a good one. I think that this horse does step it up and steps it up big today. And I like what I see out of this horse. So let's see what we can do. I'm giving a new trainer a shot, and I'm giving a Kyle Frey, a guy that is got the skills to pay the bills. So let's see what Perfect Ice Storm can do today. All right, and then we have Lady Robin, who's going to be the big favorite today. Kent DeSormo is going to be riding. Paul Aguirre is going to be the trainer for this horse as well too. This horse does have what it takes to best this field, but I just really like the outsider coming in, Perfect Ice Storm, and I think that this horse will figure out a way to go ahead and convince us that he's the real deal. And I say convince. Let's go ahead and look at our other horse in the top horses. That's going to be Convince. Convince is going to be trained by Jonathan Wong, ridden by Diego Herrera. This horse is going to be in the 2-hole as well, too. This horse does bloom the danger. That's why this horse is in the group as well, too. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it shakes out. But this is a claiming race. It looks fairly formful, but it's wide open because it's a claiming race. Everybody's in jail somewhat. Everybody messed up in this group somehow, some way. All right, so we have Harbor Sky, big favorite going into race 7. And this horse is going to be trained by Mr. Doug O'Neill. Doug O'Neill is going to have JJ Hernandez riding the horse as well, too. This horse is in the 3-hole. Majestic Harbor gelding as well. This horse is a 3-year-old, too. I think that this horse is going to wind up hitting the front, not looking back. Pretty much that's how I feel about Harbor Sky. Harbor Sky is a very good horse. I think that if as confident as the horse rides today is going to be the key to the horse winning. If the horse has a little bit of a setback, doesn't break real well, we might have a little bit of an issue. But if this horse breaks the way it's supposed to, hit the front, it shouldn't look back. We should go ahead and get ourselves a nice victory. Then we have Launchpad in the 5-hole. Launchpad trained by Robert Hess Jr. is going to be ridden by Edwin Maldonado. This horse looms a big danger as well, too. I like the way that this horse sets up in the race, and I think that we should have a little duel between the 3 and the 5 at the stretch as well, too, if the 3 doesn't just hit the front and not look back. Then we got Bold Voyager, who's a very good horse, kind of the most dangerous horse in the group as well, too. Probably will wind up being co-favorites with Harbor Sky. This horse is trained by Steve Knapp, going to be ridden by Drayden Van Dyke. So this should be a very, very interesting race. It's a claiming race. So as I said before, wide open race as well, too. But when you have favorites that have been in this spot and have way more class than the group that they're with, then you have to roll with the horse with the classiest horse, right? And then you have Test Drive. Test Drive is going to be trained by Jonathan Wong and is going to be ridden by Diego Herrera. This should be a very good combination as well, too. Test Drive is a very good horse. So we'll see how it goes. We got the best 4 in the group, and I think that we should be in a good place. But once again, it's a claiming race. It's wide open, so it can go any way it wants. All right, so we move on to race 7. Race 7, this is our long shot of the day. We're going to go with a horse by the name of Blameless. Blameless is going to be a gelding out of Blame, 5-year-old as well too, and this horse is a Speightstown lineage as well. So we have Sergio Morfin, who is the trainer for this horse. Jose Valdivia Jr. is going to be riding the horse. So Blameless is our shot of the day. This horse has the best fix in the group, should run very, very well. Then we have Fly to Mars, who's going to be trained by Peter Miller, ridden by Flavien Prat, one of the most potent groups in all of racing when they hook up. So, you know, a lot of people are going to be putting money towards Fly to Mars because they know what comes with the territory. Gary Barber's the owner as well, too. So pretty much people will feel like this is their lock winner of the day, but this race is one of the biggest race of the day out of the 9 races going on today, with most fields being 5 or 6 horses. This has an actual 8-horse field to it and is going to be the biggest field of the day other than the race 3. So this is late in the day. This is also a starter allowance. So this is a really good race. So Peter Miller has his horse right in the spot he wants to have it at. Then we got Irish Heat Wave. You know, Irish Heat Wave, a part of our commercial and everything like that, is not under Doug's care anymore. Actually, Mike Pipey is the trainer for the horse now. Has Umberto Rispoli riding as well too on the turf. So this horse is going to get some love just because we know how good Irish Heat Wave can be on the turf, and has Umberto Rispoli riding him as well too. So the horse makes a lot of sense in this spot in your top horses. And then we finish up with East Rand. East Rand is a very, very good vet, a horse that has been around for a while, going to be trained by Leonard Powell, going to be ridden by Victor Espinosa. So this should be a horse that looms a big danger and can improve today as well. So we're going to see how it goes. We're going to see how it shakes out, but this is our group for race 8, and race 8 is another race that possibly can yield a big number for the winner. All right, so we have our nightcap, which is going to be another starter optional claimer. We're going to go with Sally Stanford. Sally Stanford is going to be trained by Doug O'Neill, and the horse is going to be ridden by Diego Herrera. This is a $36,000 purse. And I like Sally Stanford. Sally Stanford brings some class to the table. Has probably the best figures in the race. Is at 5-1. The horse just needed a race, and now they're back, and they're looking to go ahead and get a big win today. So this is what I see. This is what I like. The horse has been off for a month. The horse is already is 1 for 6 as well too. So the horse has the most experience in the group. So I think that works in the horse's favor. Lily Babe will be the horse to beat though, because the horse has won both times out, and pretty much has had a good rest to go ahead and, fired up for today for this race. So we'll see how it goes, see how it shakes out. But Lily Babe is the horse to beat. Then we have 12:30, the Midnight Loop filly. And this horse is going to be trained by Steve Knapp and ridden by TJ Pereira. And also Lily Babe is going to be trained by Kristen Moho, who has some really good horses. Her and Carla Gaines both. Not a lot of horses in their barns, but they have horses that are sharp. And then you have Ricardo Gonzalez riding that horse. So this can go in any way, but I think that Sally Stanford stands out because she has the experience, and we're getting a bug on this horse as well too. And then we also have today, we have our 3-horse, Miss Reno. Miss Reno is going to be another Peter Miller, Flavien Prat connection. This horse is 3-1. I think that Miss Reno has a great chance to win this wide open race as well too. So that's why this horse is in our top horses. And then we also have, to end it all, UT Your Honor. UT Your Honor is going to be trained by Cliff Size Jr. and is going to be ridden by JJ Hernandez. So this horse is 5-1. I think this is the group that finishes up as our super high 5 as well too. But you know what? In a day like this, if you want to spend a little extra money, you can all bet the whole group today in the super high 5. We may go ahead and get some big dollars back for this, but I truly do think that the horses aren't going to be that far apart when it comes to the money. So that means that it will be a big hit if they're not that far apart on the money. There is no absolute crazy favorite in this race, in my opinion. So the nightcap should be a good one. I love Sally Stanford, and I love the group that we have for our super high five as well, too. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it shakes out. But that's going to be race 9 for you for today. And that is what we have here for you at the Great Race Place. And this is going to be our late pick 4 ticket. Late pick 4 is going to be races 6 through 9. We're going to turn this into a de facto pick 3, so we don't have to worry about anything in leg 1. All we have to worry about is getting a good value winner there. Then I'm going to go ahead and once again in leg 2 take the 3 horse to be our champion, to be our horse to get us home. And then I'm going to go ahead and take leg 3 with 2, 8, 9, and then we finish up with the 2, 3, 4, 5 on a $36 investment. Hopefully we make more than $60 on this late pick 4, because it is already a big investment going into it. So once again, this is Horsin' Around, presented by Stable Duel. I want to thank you guys very much for tuning in today. That's going to be our races, our 9 races, so you guys can run this back. And also, you guys go ahead and fill up your stables and everything on Stable Duel. Make sure you guys jump into any contest that they had today that are being promoted, because that's where the big money is at. So you guys make sure to go ahead and get on into it, because Stable Duel is revolutionary. It's something new. It's something fresh. It's something fun. And I think that once you get the hang of it, you might enjoy it more than your fantasy football that you do on Sundays, because you can do it every day. So there it is. You already know. So once again, this is Horsing Around, presented by Stable Duel. And I'm your host, the one and only Pop DBICD Primetime Capper. And I'll be back tomorrow with a big Saturday over at the Great Race Place. And you guys be good, and I'll see you then. So have a great day. Enjoy your Friday once again. And once again, Horsing Around, presented by Stable Duel. Great, great, great information. You guys go ahead and bring it back if you need to. Let's make that money. And I am gone.